Hello, everyone, and welcome to our final video presentation for GrooveKit, our computer science senior capstone project. My name is Joseph. I will be kicking off this presentation by introducing the team and then talking about why we built GrooveKit. So this is the full development team. I am joined by Bracken Assay and Tommy Shelburne. Bracken and I were both full stack developers for this project. We both worked on aspects of the front end and back end and implemented features. And Tommy was our front end specialist. He would polish everything and make it all look pretty once Bracken and I finished features. So let's talk about GrooveKit and the issue it is trying to solve. So music production is a very difficult field to learn. There is a lot of information. It can be very overwhelming if one does not have a structured way of approaching all of this information. Advanced software for music production exists, but most of it is not geared towards beginners at all. And the resources that exist to learn music production often are inaccessible, meaning prohibitively expensive or not that easy to follow, or they do not focus on the basics. Oftentimes, free resources are specific to software such as Ableton Live or Logic Pro, and does not teach the basics of digital music production. So people can't take concepts from one place to another. What we aim to do with GrooveKit is to create a minimal digital audio workstation, or DAW, as we will call it for the rest of this video, that users can immediately create music with. And we provide all of the basic DAW workflows that users can take to more advanced software. So all of this is aimed at making a more accessible entry point for aspiring musicians and music producers. That is our core audience. So with all of the setup out of the way, I'm going to pass this off to Bracken, who will demonstrate GrooveKit's features and capabilities with a live demo. Take it away, Bracken.
So this is our GrooveKit application. Right now I have an existing project already loaded, and as a user I want to go edit these different tracks. So I'll open up the piano roll for the drum track, and this is where users will go and edit MIDI notes and actually change the notes that the instrument is playing. And before we go into changing the notes, we'll go into the drum sampler by pressing the instrument button, and we'll load in some samples here. So I'll load in a kick drum, a snare drum, and a hi-hat, and then we can play those pads here so you can hear those, and then we can go and we'll just play this to see how it sounds right now. Okay, so I want to add some hi-hats to this. So I'll set a loop here so it just loops 2 bars. And I will just go in and add some hi-hats. And so you can see how those hi-hats get added in. Cool, so I'm liking that. So we'll go to the next thing. I will actually go and add a new track. And then I will bring in our built-in synthesizer, which is this Morph synth. I'll press record. This makes it so the keys that I'm playing on the keyboard will actually play through the sound. Okay, so this is our built-in synthesizer. We can select 2 different wave types on 2 different oscillators and then blend them together. You can see how they're starting to blend together. Okay, so I have this track recorded, so I will go and press record here. So, and then we can go look at this MIDI clip, and we can see that these MIDI notes are drawn. And then we can go ahead and press play. So you hear that those are coming through, but that doesn't sound very good. So I'm going to actually go and delete this track. And another thing that I want to bring up is our external plugins. So if we go here, we can actually go and change these to a different external plugin. So I'll bring up this Dext here, and so yeah. Again, I'm not going to go into all these knobs. That would take too much time. So I've got this track feeling pretty good. So I'm going to go over to the mix view. And this is where you can change the volume of things. You can change the effects on each track. So I'll play this. We'll solo this track, and we can go put some reverb on this. So you can hear that the reverb has changed quite a bit. I can go and edit the volumes of things, and I can also edit the overall volume. Cool, so I'm liking the way that this song is sounding, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to save edit as, demo saved, and we'll save that. And then now if I go and open up a new file, I have a blank file, and then I'll go open that file that I just saved. And it's the same as it was before. And then finally, I can go and export this to audio. I'll just say test save. And now that export is complete, and I can go to my desktop, find that save, and I have a WAV file of that song. So now I'm going to pass it off to Tommy to talk about our software practices.
I'm going to walk us through the technologies, tools, and practices that we implemented throughout the development of GrooveKit. Now, our system design is built with two core technologies, the Juice audio framework and the Traction engine. Now, Juice is a C++ library that's widely considered the industry standard. We used it to build our entire audio interface, and it also provides some low-level audio functionality to support some of our backend. On top of Juice, we integrate the Traction engine. Traction is a high-level audio application model library that's actually built onto Juice itself. It supplies most of the core backend functionality that you'd expect in a modern DAW. This includes things like clip handling, edits, playback, and routing. And all of this will connect through our app engine layer, which unifies the track manager, audio engine, and MIDI engine. And that allows our UI components to stay lightweight and synchronized with the engine. So throughout our project, we followed strong software engineering practices. We utilized agile development, organized through our GitLab issue boards. And throughout the semester, we completed more than 100 issues. We also pushed over 400 unique commits, demonstrating constant collaboration with our team. And to validate our design here, we conducted a formal user study with 8 participants, and they gave us some valuable insights in our project.
So what did we achieve with GrooveKit? We have created a minimal DAW with many of the standard features and workflows of DAWs on the marketplace, and we have built GrooveKit to allow rapid music creation directly out of the box. For making it beginner-friendly, we reduced the amount of clutter to a minimum. We only provide what beginners need to get started making music as quickly as possible. And it is very easy to get started. We provide documentation and many tutorials both on GitLab and elsewhere in our READMEs so that people can learn the basic controls of GrooveKit right away and get started with making music. And GrooveKit is available for free on GitLab, as well as the open source code for anyone to check out if they so desire. So we believe with developing GrooveKit that we have achieved both of our primary goals of making music creation accessible to beginners and giving them opportunities to learn DAW workflows that they can take to more advanced software when they feel ready for it. All right, so that is the end of the presentation. But before we wrap things up, we would like to give some acknowledgments to some very special people. We would like to thank all of the School of Computing professors and teaching assistants for helping us during our time at the Kahlert School of Computing at the University of Utah. We would especially like to thank Professors David Bean and Fengjiao Wang, as well as Hiram Bailey and Edward Stanford for assisting us through the capstone development process. Thank you all. We would also like to thank the user study participants who helped test out GrooveKit and give us feedback for how to make it better. We would also like to thank Pablo Arancibia Bazan. All of the music in this video was provided by Musical Mix 2000 and Music for Video. And of course, thank you for watching this video. We hope that you found this interesting and that you're excited to come to Capstone Demo Day and see our project. Come talk to us, come see the project, come try it out, or talk to us about anything you would like. We really look forward to seeing you there. Thank you all and have a great one.